if you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe, and as we learn to know the Waccasassa River better, we'll share it with y'all, and when you do come out here, you'll kind of have a better idea where things may be and what you want to prepare for. All right. Got a little creek right down there. Not sure where that goes. I think I'm gonna hit that one on the way back when the water's a little higher. I'm gonna just work my way up the river here with this low tide. Should be coming up on Otter Creek here pretty quickly. Got some big old turkey vultures watching me from the tree over here. They're hoping they get to pick my eyes out. Sorry to disappoint you fellas. I'm gonna try to catch something right under that big tree. Current now that we're gonna fish in here with bait and park anywhere because boats come flying through here and I don't need to get swamped. So we're gonna see about maybe going up the creek and finding some deep holes where the snook or some kind of fish might be hiding to escape the cold water. And I'm just doing this along the way just to feel out the area, casting at all the structures and things that are along the way. Alright, we're coming up to where there used to be a crossing here called the River Tram. What the River Tram was basically a way for vehicles to get across the river. There's a road on the right and a road on the left and some dock ruins. So we're going to get up a little closer here and video a little of this stuff here. Looks pretty cool. So there used to be a dock on the right and a dock on the left. And over there, that goes out west if you follow River Tram Road, and there's a lot of properties out there and people live out there. This one's River Tram Road going kind of south, maybe southwest a little bit or southeast a little bit, but really there's not much of a road there. For about the last 2 miles from here to the main road, which isn't a main road, it's just another dirt road, is it's pretty much impassable unless you've got a 4-wheel drive or a Jeep or something, especially after the rains we had the other day. So we're just going to kind of mosey along here. this out. It's really cool. And this is a USGS monitoring station, apparently for river height and possibly the tides. They're keeping an eye on the tides. And the USGS is not who watches the weather, but they probably have a weather station on there. There's something on there that's wired up. But you can see where the old dock was, and then there's a road right up in there behind all these reeds. And same thing on the other side, but the road on the other side actually comes to within about 100 yards of the beach here. So if you're real daring and you want to come out here and go canoeing or kayaking, and you want to launch somewhere other than the boat ramp, right to the right of that big stump is the cut through. And you can drag your kayak across the mud there and launch it right here, but good luck with that. I'm sure that's ended up poorly for more than one person. This place is just absolutely gorgeous. Words can't describe it. You just have to see it. Something up there. We are going to pitch it right in this little hole right here. Right there. Just finesse it, bounce it. The tail floats, the weight sinks. So right now it looks like a worm that's sticking up out of the ground. It's like you and me walking by a free hamburger. He might have moved down a little bit too, so I'm gonna head over towards the structure over here and pitch so I don't get a bump here. And this is an eddy. You can see that the current right there is flowing against the tide. So there's a little eddy right here. Get it along the bank over there. Try to get this aimed at whatever might bump it. Trying to keep it more up into the white sand so they can see it. I don't think there's much here. I probably would have spooked it. Give her one more cast. Right there underneath. Right there underneath the structure. Nobody wants it. You're all right. That's a pretty nice airboat right there. Yeah. Creepy trees out here, man. A lot of dead trees. I think that one's a cypress. That's a monster. Thing's at least 4 feet around. I believe this is Otter Creek right here, you guys. Yeah, it's definitely got a shallow corner right here. Might be a little shallow to go up in there right now. I don't know. Definitely not even brackish yet, though. I'm not sure I want to get up to where there's some brackish and some salt water and then fish my way back with the incoming tide. So I'm just going to put this one on memory. We're out in the big deep area of the river here, so I'm just gonna stop right here and pitch around with this white paddle tail anyways. See if we can catch something. I reckon you can always look for these two dead palm trees on the right here that are directly on the point. They're wanting to know where you're at. I don't think we got much salt water here yet. It's still kind of black, so let's mosey up the river a little ways. Just keep pitching around the structure until we get a feel that it turns brackish. See someone's dock over there washed up into the trees. Must have been a storm. Some of these palm trees have almost no root structure and they're still standing, so that's pretty amazing. Look at that pile of trees. God, you know there's got to be something hiding up under there. Probably should be putting a big old hunk of bait on one of my rods and just dropping it right here. But I wanted to cover some ground today. Just subscribe, you guys. If you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe. And as we learn to know the Waccasassa River better, we'll share it with y'all. And when you do come out here, you'll kind of have a better idea where things may be and what you want to prepare for. Alright, here's Stafford Island straight ahead. Stafford Island's sort of like a diamond-shaped island in the river. And you can go to the right, it takes you through a narrow creek and with access to a couple other creeks. And if you go to the left, it takes you to the river proper. Oh, we got some things jumping around now. We'll go back in here. This is the creek that goes behind Stafford Island. I don't know if it has a name. I have to look on the map, but definitely are seeing some more grass at the water line, which is good. See this grass on the right here? That's a good sign because that means we're kind of nearing a bit of a salt marsh. So I think we're kind of rolling up into where it's getting brackish. We'll be coming out way up there, back into the river. So let's just keep on moving. Yeah, I think this area back here is a little shallow for the pontoon boat. That definitely looks like that might have been cut out. Let's see if there's anything hanging right there. There's a pretty good current pushing back into there. So it seems like Stafford Island's maybe a mile long. Got some crap on the prop there. A mile long, maybe a quarter mile wide. Kind of diamond shaped. Almost shaped like a football. I'm starting to see signs of salt water. See a little bit more salt marsh here, so I think once we get out of this creek here, we're going to probably notice a little bit more of a saltwater vibe. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Looks like an octopus. Crazy looking roots. Let's go pitch one right there, right where the gators lay. Pretty heavy-duty Indian occupation all the way back 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. So this was kind of a good spot for whatever they were doing, hunting, whatever the Indians were doing back then. Not a lot of oysters here, but there are some out towards the mouth. Oh, give them a little berth. They're going to take off anyways. They don't like me. They don't want to see me. Well, it's starting to look like a little bit of a clearing here. Off we go. A couple of cormorants. I see some pilings over there. Pressure treated, you can see that green wood. I think this is possibly where the mainline road or mainline trail or whatever they call it has worked its way through. Definitely seeing some signs of salt water now. We got some mud. No mangroves yet. Nope. Beautiful out here. That is an old tree. Pretty creepy at night. There's another big bed right there where the gators hang out. You can always tell the grass is all dead and flattened out, and it's wallowed out in the middle, so that's definitely a place where they nest. Alright, we're rounding the bend here. Right in here is where it goes out to the river. That was Stafford Island, guys. That will be a cormorant. So this is where the Waccasassa comes around on the south side of the Stafford Island. Keeps going. We're coming out from behind Stafford Island, right here. I'm gonna take you in a little closer to the bank here and see what we can see. I guess we missed the main line trail. Octopus trees. That looks so cool. Wow. I wonder how long it took to grow that root structure before it got flipped over. Alright, on we go. Almost like a bird of some kind with his beak hanging down, like an egret maybe. Trippy landscape, y'all. Trippy. Start hearing a little breeze through the trees up here. Bit of a northwest wind blowing in the trees. It's like an arm reaching out, trying to high-five me as we go by. That is cool. The happy couple. It's really deep out here in the middle of this river. Sneak up in this creek right here. There's a wider side to the left and there's a narrow side to the right. The narrow side actually is a sandbar and then it drops. There's a big hole straight ahead right around this grass bend. There's a hole. I don't know how deep it is, but you can see it on the map. It's black water. And this is salt water, guys. We are in salt water. No doubt about it. There's a line of oysters right here, so I'm going to pitch a shrimp over there. Let's see if I can catch something swimming by that. Other than an oyster, hopefully. First fish of the day, guys, right there. What could it be? Oh, it's a baby trout. Look at that little guy. He just came along to make me feel good so I don't get skunked. It's all right. We like baby trout as much as big trout. Woo! Off you go, little fella. Color in that. Got us a fella watching us from up here. Guys, that's a bald eagle right there. That is a very, very large bald eagle. Wow. Go America.